It's Saturday. I'm loaded. I'm already rolling. I had to drop my trailer because I left my house yesterday, right? I had to drop my trailer and get an oil change. I left my house yesterday to load that first piece, that teal stuff at the front, and I realized, well, I didn't even check. And then I was going to Houston for the second piece, and I was like, oh, let me check and see, you know, how much oil life I have. And I looked, I had 10%. You believe that, you guys? Totally slipping. Wow, maybe you guys want to know what I'm doing, what I loaded, and where I'm going first, right? Let me back up. Alright, so let me tell you about my load. Fiberglass, I don't know what, which I was mad because they stacked them 3 high on this bundle and only 1 high on this one. So like I said on the other video, I'm getting like 1 mile per gallon less than I should because they stacked them 3 high. So whatever. And then this little crate at the rear, okay, that's 5,000 pounds, East Texas to the Bay Area, California, Northern California, and $3,000 bill. And then this is a little crate, 2,600 pounds. It's actually going to San Diego, so my stops are very spread apart, very, very, very spread apart. And look at this, right? It's maybe 14 inches hanging over. My flag kind of matches the the color of the paint of the crate, so, but I put it on anyways. They caught me slipping, you guys. I wasn't paying attention. I know, right? Me not paying attention? Yeah, they caught me slipping because they said these two bundles of fiberglass, they're 14 feet each, which is 28 feet. And then he went and snuck in this stupid pallet of baby boxes, and I was really mad because it's like, you went through all this trouble to bundle these damn things together. You know, they could have bundled them in here. They could have strapped them in here. Anyways, the load was supposed to be 5,000 pounds, 28 feet of deck, and then the crate on the back was 10 feet. So 10 plus 28 is 38. I had plenty of wiggle room. Then he put the pallet on, and well, he put the pallet on first, and I wasn't paying attention. So we're just loading, and I'm strapping as they load, right? And then I'm looking at the end of my trailer and I'm going, hey, your load is taking more than 28 feet. I started looking at the rear of my trailer. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna be so mad. Even though this is a nice paying partial, you know, $3,000, that's a nice paying partial. But if I can't put another partial with it, it don't make sense, right? So I got a little tiffy with the broker, and I got a little tiffy with the shipper. Not tiffy, but I asked him if they could put the pallet on top of this stuff. But because it's fiberglass and because of its shape, they were like, no. And then I realized, well, anyways, I had already strapped down the most of this crap, and if they would have moved the pallet, I could have had them take these boxes, take this whole thing apart. I could have thrown this crap in the cab of my truck, but I had already strapped it down and it was all loaded, so they would have had to rework the whole load and bump it forward for me. And it was well over 100 degrees, and I had already been there over like an hour, and I was like, screw it, like, I'm going. And so from here to Houston, it was a little bit of a drive. It was like two hours, something like that. And I just said, F it, you know what? I'm gonna go and try and load this other piece anyways. They had the perfect dimensions, and I knew I was a little bit short. It called for 9.25 feet, and I knew I had like, I don't know, 8.5 or something, I don't know. And I said, well, depends on the piece. Maybe it can be, you know, maybe it can work, maybe it won't. At least I'm gonna go try and make the attempt. It's a $1,500 bill. I don't wanna leave without it. I get there, you guys, it was Praxair in Houston. Those guys didn't care which way I loaded it. They were gonna put it on sideways. I'm like, no, it's sticking over 5 inches on each side. I can't do that. Legally, you cannot make a piece overhang on your trailer. If you're a commercial driver, I'll give you guys this tip. If you're a commercial carrier, you cannot flip that long piece sideways so that it's running from the passenger side to the driver's side of your trailer. You can't flip it that way just to save space on your trailer and make it overhang. If the piece can run legal in any way, DOT says you have to run it legal on your trailer. So, but so I couldn't hang it off on the sides, right? So we hang it off on the back because that's how I do it. I was like, dude, just load it like this. Check it out. I'm gonna put this piece of wood. I have this dovetail, right? So I put this piece of 4x4, strapped it down, and then they loaded the crate. Thank God it was a nice heavy duty crate. And thank God I didn't give up on the situation. I went, you know, I took a gamble. You know, I drove 2 hours. I said, well, maybe I'm driving for nothing, or maybe I'll get the load. And I got it. So it was a nice, super heavy duty crate, 2,600 pounds, probably less than 5,000 pounds. I'm running pretty light, other than the fact that these stupid things are too high in the air. I'm very happy, you know, I'm very happy. There's a reason, you guys, that I'm driving out to California, and it's not because I love California so much. I do want to go check on my house. The freaking squatters are still there, and I'm waiting for I'm waiting for a court date still. So the squatters are still at the house, so I'm gonna go over there and take a peek myself. But Tiara, you guys, the gray wolf gave us a scare 2 days ago on Thursday. It's Saturday now. On Thursday, the gray wolf like, she lost all her power. Like, the turbo, it didn't go out, but she had no more turbo. And she was in Northern California heading for round 2, going up to Washington. You need your turbo. And it had the check engine light on, and it said it needed, that the exhaust particulates, whatever was full, was the DPF, basically. It needed to do a regen, right? It needed to do a regen. And so we stopped. It's a long story. You know what? I'm gonna save that story for another video. It's a long story. We're out of the woods, but I'm gonna share that story with you guys, because that kind of pertains to Ford and the way they program their friggin' truck. So I'll do a whole other video on that. But she's okay. Long story short, and you'll hear that story on the other one. But I freaked out. You know, meanwhile, I'm in Texas, half the country away, and she's having truck problems at a truck stop in Northern California. And I'm like, shit. I told my mom, I gotta go. You know, just in case. I don't know how severe this is. I don't know if it's going to take a day, a week, you know, I don't know. And I have a truck and trailer just sitting here. So I'm going to go out there, and if she needs me, or if we need to swap trucks, thank God, you know, I had one. So that was Thursday night. I packed up Thursday night, and Friday morning I was up on the load boards, and I found these two, and I was rolling. So by Friday, about 3 o'clock, I left Houston, and I'm rolling. I'm in Fort Stockton right now. I'm actually at the Walmart because I forgot my Bluetooth at home, and I can't live without a Bluetooth. So I got to pick up a couple things at Walmart, and I'm gonna keep rolling, and it's gonna be a good trip. It's gonna be a good trip. I'm doing the full length of California, which these partials are going like 500 miles from each other. They don't necessarily make a ton of sense, but the reasons why I did what I did was because I thought I had to save Tiara and swap trucks with her or do something. So I grabbed whatever I could grab that made half a bit of sense, and I just started rolling. So that's that. You guys, let's go into Walmart, spend some freaking money. I'm telling you guys, the 100 is the new 20. I go in for like 5 things. I got them all. I needed DEF, I needed a Bluetooth. The freaking radio on my sheep beast went out like months ago. I never fixed it, so I don't know what's up with that. So I got a little Bluetooth speaker. So let's put all this crap in the truck and then get down the road. Good morning. It's Sunday, you guys. It's Sunday. I'm already in Southern Arizona. Just gonna check out of this hotel. About to start my pre-trip. I just wanted to say good morning. Less than 500 miles to go today. I'm gonna take it really easy because this truck almost has 250,000 miles on her. She's done a good job, and I am choosing to take Highway 8, which is not it's not a super hard trek, but it's going to be very, very, very hot because it's the middle of summer, and so I'm just going to take it easy, but I am going to take the 8 instead of taking the 10 all the way around to get to San Diego. I'm going to take it easy, take it slow, and make sure my engine stays cool and everything, and I don't think I'll have any issues. But I don't want to go around. I don't think it's worth going around, and I feel fine with my truck today. And you guys, oh my God, I was so not prepared for this trip. Okay, I was so not prepared for this trip. I didn't have an oil change. I left my Bluetooth earpiece at the house. I had to stop at Walmart, get that. You know, my radio's busted, so when I was at Walmart, I got a speaker so I don't go crazy in my own head for, you know, 3,000 miles or more probably. And I didn't have time to get my claws done. And yesterday I was messing with the load securement and stuff, and one of my nails is lifting. So I'm really mad. But don't fear, you guys. Don't worry. I've worked in a nail appointment into my schedule today. So if you guys were concerned about me and my nails, don't worry. We're gonna get this fixed this afternoon because I got time, and I'm not gonna roll it. That annoys me so bad. But we're gonna fix that today. Okay, I'm here at my first drop. There's a freaking box truck and a big rig. I guess I'm just gonna stay here in the freaking street until somebody lets these people in. I've already gone around the street twice. I don't know what else to do. San Diego, gotta love California. And look there's the beach, you guys. I got out of the street, so that's good. I'm second in line. I went up there and kind of like was harassing the security. I'm like, hey, I'm in the street. Like, can you just let that guy in a little bit so I can get out of the street because it's dangerous? And they're like, yeah. Then some guy came out and was looking at my trailer. He's like, oh, you don't need a dock door, do you? I'm like, no, I just got one little crate. You're gonna unload it from the side of the trailer. He's like, all right, it's nice not to need a dock door, you guys. It's really nice not to need a dock door. There's a lot of small warehouses, and if you're moving freight that requires a dock door, you're gonna be waiting. Sometimes you're gonna be waiting a while. So it's nice to be able to be running open deck, and I just get offloaded from the side. So I think I'm gonna kind of skip the line a little bit here. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of cool. I'm dropping these funny things. I don't know what they are. Wait, what are they? I'll tell you what they are. They're troughs. I don't know what the hell. Something for water. But it's going to the water district up here. It's kind of cool. The guy's supposed to come and get me because it's huge over here and I don't know where to go. No, that's not him. Anyways, we're gonna get this off pretty quick and see what I can find on the load boards. Okay, my delivery is complete. You see that? Let's take a look at the mileage. 1939 loaded and 2121 all miles. So 8.8 miles to the gallon because of the way that they stack these dumb things. I only had 7,000 pounds behind me, but because they stacked up rather than out, I got a gallon less per mile. And yeah, 8.8, 1939 for 4,500 bucks. So not bad for two little partials. And I'm gonna go find a place to park and jump on the load board. Wish me luck, guys.